AgDay Weather, brought to you by
Discover the next frontier in crop protection. Preaxor fungicide.
We're back now with a check of weather with meteorologist Cindy Clausen. Cindy, you're like me. We're not from northern Indiana. With all this snow, boots have become a staple of my attire. It's not ending.
Yeah, I mean, and I pretty much wore the fuzzy boots all winter anymore. It's just about, you know, being ready for the snow. Look at that. Look
Really?
at that.
Yep.
And here are my fuzzy boots. Yep. Don't look at the legs.
See,
but yeah.
This is why I like Cindy. With my top, and I cannot talk about fuzzy boots.
There you go. There's your entertainment for the day. But in all seriousness, we've definitely needed boots and obviously some very cold gear because it's been extremely cold. There is some light at the end of the tunnel. Here's a look at our map for today. Notice most of the country fairly quiet today. We're going to be looking at sort of a weak clipper system coming into some of the northern plains states. Not a ton of moisture with that. Let's put this into motion. That will slowly slide off to the southeast. Now eventually that cold front is going to sink a little further south and we'll see a low developing as you get over towards the southern plains. That will start to bring up a little bit more moisture from the Gulf, but other than that, and then a little bit of rain and upper elevation snow in the northwest and some lake effect snow, really most of the rest of the country is going to be fairly quiet. Here's some of that moisture, rain, and some snow as you get towards Oklahoma and on up into parts of southwestern Missouri by Wednesday evening. Here are our precipitation estimates. This was the past 24 hours, and it's sort of the tail end of that winter storm pushing out of the northeast. Adding to that mainly just lake effect and some of that activity in the northwest, and you're just now starting to see the blips over the next 24 hours out of that developing low in parts of the southern plains. Snowfall estimates mainly the Great Lakes area and of course some of the Pacific Northwest. Now as we get into temperatures, because that's really been the big story affecting so many people across the country. High temperatures today for a lot of folks in the single digits still in the Great Lakes. We're looking at 40s and 50s in much of the southern plains. In the overnight hours, still cold, but not quite as cold for a lot of folks. We're going to be still seeing some temperatures below zero, 14 below in Bismarck. You got a lot of 20s and 30s still in parts of the southern plains and even start getting down into the deep south. Temperatures tomorrow start to moderate, especially in the northeastern United States, although it's still going to be quite cold for parts of the upper Midwest and northern plains. And a quick look at the jet stream. Obviously a very big trough still in place for the eastern part of the country. We're going to see those temperatures warming up as we get through this week, at least moderating more close to normal. Another little trough comes through, might be bringing us some more wet weather as we get into next weekend, and another trough early next week, warmer in the southwest. That's a look at your national forecast. Now let's check out the weather where you live. Tucumcari, New Mexico, mostly sunny today with a high temperature of 54 degrees. Sparta, Wisconsin, partly cloudy but frigid with wind chills between 40 and 45 below zero, a high of 1. Buffalo, New York, lake effect snow with a high of 8.